Good evening, everyone. JV contest getting ready to start. We're going to go without audio, and I'm going to go run the camera for a few minutes as our camera person not available tonight. So we're getting somebody else to come, but not here yet. So you'll be able to watch the game and hear the background noise.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
All right, good evening, everyone. 25-7, set one goes to Southeastern. I want to thank Peyton Totten for coming in on late notice and running the camera for us for the first time tonight. We greatly appreciate him coming in as we get ready to go with game two or set two, depending on how you want to look at it. Neither of these teams are very deep on the fresh soft level right now. Southeastern literally has 6 available players. And at least a couple of those are playing varsity as well. And Rushville-Industry, who Southeastern is playing tonight, has just 7. So they have 1 sub. One team has 1 sub, one team has no subs. There's Riley Hart. It's going to be pushed across the net, tipped across. That was number 38, Kaylin Briney. And then it's tipped down by number 13, Jocelyn Esther, the freshman. And as you can see, 25-7, the score in set number 1. We'll get that to Southeastern, get the first point of set 2 to Rushville-Industry, and we're ready to go. Back to serve is number 38, Briney. It's tipped across by Simmons. Tipped across now and down. Well, that sure looks like a 2. I'm going to say that's Caitlin Fleck, maybe. It's the varsity number 2 anyway. It's 2-0. Hard on the attack, dug by Briney. Into the net, and a double hit called on Esther, the freshman. Oh, that's a number 5, excuse me, I think. Briney, free ball going to be hit across. That's off the arms of number 6, Charlie White, a sophomore. There's Hart with the attack. Another attack by Rushville-Industry, number 21, Miley Miller. That's going to be a free ball sent across by Houston. Dug in the back row by Boyd. Now Miller on the attack and the kill. Miley Miller gets another attack and a kill. It's 8, actually. Michaela Goebel is who I thought was 5. And that's out of bounds on the attack from Esther. A side out back to the Suns. It was all Suns in set number 1. They took off from the beginning and never looked back. This time Rushville-Industry trying to hold their own early here. There's a side out on the service error by Inman, and it'll go back to Rushville-Industry. The Rockets with a 2-point lead, and going back to serve is Jocelyn Esther. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry the first set didn't have any real audio with it. And there's an attack by Riley Hart and a kill, so it'll be a side out back to Southeastern, and Riley Hart will come back to serve for the Suns. They trail by 1. Trouble on the serve. They are going to have a chance to get across. Briney pushes it across. Inman's there. Dug by Simmons. Shelton pushes it across and down. Good rally by the Suns there to get that across the net, as Simmons did a great job of just pushing something with the set towards the net. Shelton used what she had and gets the kill. It's 4-4. Hart gets the service point. She'll go back to serve again. That's another problem and an ace for Riley Hart, and it's 5-4 Suns. They lead for the first time here in set number 2. Outside, that is number 8, Michaela Goebel on the attack. Tipped across. It was Esther who went down and get it. And the attack on the attempt by Charlie White goes into the net. Another point for the Suns. They now are up by 2, their largest lead of the set. Drops that one short, does Hart. Oh, good job digging it out of the net. It's going to come across the net. Shelton, Simmons. Now Houston's going to push it down. Briney's there. Be a bump set. Pushed across by Boyd. Now Shelton off the block of Boyd, and down it goes. Another kill for the Suns. This one for Shelton, who's got 2 of them in this run here. And Sarah Shelton is using her dominance at the front of, or in the middle of the front line. Hart serves that one deep and out of bounds. The service error gives the serve back to the Rockets, trailing by 2 after the side out. Checking in for the Rockets. It'll be 25, Naomi Willis, I believe. Nope, it's number 30. Number 30 is Olivia Burwell, a junior, according to the varsity roster. Simmons pushes it across. It's blocked by Boyd. Houston can't dig it up. It's going to be a point for the Rockets. So only 7 players, and they've had to pull down a couple juniors to get that, it would appear. Another serve by Goebel. Outside Houston. Dug in the back row. Tipped across by Boyd. Houston again on the attack. That time, Miller couldn't get to it, and it's a kill for Aubrey Houston, and a side out for the Suns. Back to a 2-point advantage. Coming back to serve is going to be Sophia Campbell, the sophomore, listed at 5'3". And let serve is dug by Miller. Bump set over to, they're going to call a double hit. That is number 5, Allie Hogan, a senior, I believe is the number there. Their numbers on the front are so small, I can't read them. Everybody uses impact numbers, and the 0s and the 8s and the 5s, they all look the same. And that did not get over the net from Simmons. A side out on the hitting error, and it's 9-7. Going back to serve, I think that's actually number 6, Charlie White. Charlie White, number 6, as she turned around there. Hart. Simmons tipped it across, and they're going to call a double hit. And it's back to a 1-point game. Probably could have called a lift, a carry, a double hit, several things on that one. And we're tied at 9. Shelton. Outside, that's going to be Miller. Doug. Now, Shelton sends it across to the net and down, trying to do what she could. Not a whole lot she could do with it there. I believe that was 25, Naomi Willis. And a side out. Another side out. We're tied at 10. And a kill for the Suns. Side out back to them. Shelton will come back to serve now. Deep, Houston's there. That was Esther on the attack. And a kill for Addison Inman. It's 12-10 Suns. Shelton goes back to serve again. Big hit. That was Esther, I believe, but it's going to go over and a kill. That was a huge hit, though. But it ended up working for the Suns, 13-10. Suns have a 3-point advantage, largest lead of the set for either team. Middle, Miller, blocked and down. I don't know if I was Hart actually got a hand on it if it hit the net. Couldn't tell from this angle, but it is a point for the Suns either way. They lead by 4. Shelton serves it up again. That time it's Boyd in the back row. Outside, Esther. Simmons out to Inman again, and she sails that one long, out of bounds, a hitting error and a side out. Oh, a block by Esther. Tipped across by Simmons, and it's going to drop. Side out to the Suns. And trouble passing, and passing error results in another point. Suns have their largest lead at 16-11. They won set 1 25-20 or 25-7. Simmons serves it up again. An overpass, and nobody went to get it for the Suns. It'll be a side out. 16-12. Going back to serve, number 21, Miley Miller. Somebody was in the net. I think it might have been If it was Briney or White was in the net, side out. Addison Inman back to serve, 17-12. Inman's serve is dug nicely. Nice pass to the middle. Shelton over to Simmons to Houston. Dug by Boyd in the back row. Now on the attack is White. Is that 8 or 6? Yep, it was White. Goebel's on the right. Hart with the attack, an overpass. Nope, comes to the net. It's going to fall. It'll be a point for the Suns. Up to a 6-point advantage now with Inman back to serve again. And a kill by Riley Hart. And a hitting error by White. It's 20-12. And there's a kill for the Rockets. Stops the run and gets them to within 7. Esther going back to serve now. Boyd will come to the front row to play middle. Goebel on the right. White on the left. And there's a Hart kill for the Suns and a side out. It's 21-13. There's an attack by Boyd. It's going to drop in some campfire defense for the Suns. And it's 21-14. Willis coming back in. No. Number 30, not 25. Number 30 is Olivia Burwell. I'm going to grab the ball. He plays basketball, right? Really? All right. Well, welcome back. Sorry about that. I had to go get the basketball and then talking to Coach Rigg for a few seconds. Sophia Campbell coming back to serve. 22-14 is the score. The scoreboard's deciding to want to play games with us here. Shelton out to Houston on the attack. Dug in the back row by Miller. Briney to White. She pushes it across. And then Simmons gets it to Houston again. Now it's going to be Doug. A free ball. Hart's there. Simmons tips it across. Ooh, my goodness. That was two heads coming together there. Looks like everybody stands up okay, though. Thank goodness. Esther and Goebel, I think, were the two that came together there. It's going to be 23-14. Houston. Simmons back to Houston. Deep and out. Side out. Tipped across by Shelton. Dug by, who's that back there? Goebel, I believe. Cross court on the attack by Houston. Tracked down by Burwell. Simmons, Shelton, back to Simmons. Pushed across. Dug by Goebel. Pushed across by Burwell. Now to Shelton in the middle. Tipped across. It's going to be dug up. Outside. Miller's going to send a free ball across. Shelton went to get it. Tapped up. Pushed across the end of the net, double hit by Burwell, and a side out to the Suns. Match point, and Aubrey Houston coming back to serve now with her team up 25-15. Nice serve, dug up by Esther. Outside, and a hitting error ends this one at 25-7, 25-15. That'll do it here from our Fresh Soft contest. We'll be back with the varsity game in just a little bit. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.